about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's go, baby.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Read.
I got one. Check 13. Check 13. Check 9. Check 9.
Defense.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
6-6. Pull it high. Squeeze. Snap.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
You ready?
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Squeeze. Hey, watch your leg. Watch.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I got you, son. I got you, son.
From the 17, Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. You go take. You got it.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Got it.
Set, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Hey, shoot.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Shoot.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Ready?
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Switch. Check 3. Check.
Hey, lock it.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Check 4. Check 4. Sponge.
Man.
Hey.
Look at me. Door.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll run. Tomlinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Jim. Hey, turn it up. Jim.
Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping and a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On 1st down, Tomlinson, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. From just shy of midfield, Allen. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Hey, I-7. 54 now.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Tomlinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir.
54, right, 54. So we got man. Shoot.
Hey, Alpha. So go.
Now Allen to throw. On third down. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Bandit. Check 37.
Front left. Go. Forward. Green,
To throw is Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mike Evans, 66 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on first down is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Switch up.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, echo.
Throwing now is Allen. This one caught by Ridley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Go now. 50, plant.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Watch the run. Mike's 49.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
That's the run. They're running it.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get.
Now Allen to throw again. Allen hit. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a real.
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Rock it, rock it.
Switch. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Switch, switch, switch. Shift. No. Off. Kill.
Now.
They go again to Tomlinson, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
8, read. 61, matchbox flight. Hey, orbit.
54, go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. And they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Come on. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent will be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
And they work this out past the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Falcon first down.
AQ Gator.
Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54.
Pilot, 64, reach. Check, check. Shoot.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. He cuts right sideline in some space. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Melvin Gordon, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down, Falcons.
Break.
54, right there. 54, Mike. You don't want nothing. Get it. Pick up the ball. Slam.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
49, check 49. Leo.
Rush in. Say,
get it.
On 2nd down, Tomlinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, switch gears.
You draw quarters. Hey, Charlie. 57's right. Bring it. Be driven.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Oh, the NFL scoreboard elsewhere. 3rd quarter down in Arizona. The Cardinals add on to their lead. They just scored. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and 12, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
218, chop. Hey, box drop. Check.
On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Allen on third. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Melvin Gordon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 20. 5.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on, D! Whip. Watch the one.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Anyway. Check, hot route. Hot. Check.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
12. 58's the money. 58's the money.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Tomlinson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. On 3rd down, Tomlinson. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Watch out. Watch out. SOS. Begin. Check 13.
Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Check 9.
A gain of a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch twins.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Now Gordon on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
The sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Now what state prop you looking bleak?